See here the tuning fork, which the photograph is taken from up now. Okay, and the tuning fork is down, and you could see the vibration created into the atmosphere, into the air molecules, and how because of this tuning fork, how the vibration is carried into the air particles and how they keep on moving. Same thing when we drop the stone into the water and the waves are created. Okay, the same waves are created into the atmosphere, and the sound is passed all around. Now when myself I am speaking and you are listening to me, that time my sound is not only heard this side, my sound is heard the left hand side also, right hand side also, as well as behind me also. Correct? So what I am doing here, I am creating a vibration all around into this atmosphere, and then whoever are there to my right or to my left or to in front of me or behind me, they could hear me clearly. Okay, the same thing happening in our class also. Correct? When we are sitting and the teacher is standing in front of you, that time the children who are there in front of me as well as the children who are there towards the right hand side of me or left hand side of me, sometimes if I speak loudly, that what will happen, my sound is taken to the other class also or outside the class also. That means air particles are there which is helping us to propagate this sound. Propagate this sound means to pass the sound further. Okay, there is one experiment what we are going to do here is, from your textbook it is, you are having a bell jar and it is being sealed. Okay, and there is a inlet so that a vacuum is created inside the bell jar. You can pass the air through it or either remove the air out from it. So to a vacuum there is a pump for passing the air inside the jar and removing out the air from the jar. There is an electric bell you could see, and the wire of the electric bell is being taken out so that it can be connected to a switch. Now what experiment here, this experiment will prove that medium is very necessary for the sound to propagate. So what we have to do, we have to pass the air inside as if air is there already inside. So we have to switch on. As we switch on, what will happen, the electric bell will start ringing. Okay, it will keep on ringing, but further afterwards what we have to do, we have to switch off that, and then we have to remove out the air whatever is there in that bell jar. Okay, we will remove out the air from it so that a vacuum is created. There are no air molecules now inside. Okay, so a vacuum is created inside, and then again we will switch on that. Bell will ring, but what will happen, we will not able to perceive it. It's ringing, we will not able to hear. Why? Because there is vacuum, there is no air inside, and this air is not traveling or creating, air is not creating any vibration, and that vibration is not at all taken to the jar also. Again you have to pass, again we have to pass what, air inside the vacuum, and then bell, we will hear the bell ring. Okay, when the bell rings, that time what happens, the air column inside the bell jar, they are set into motion, vibration, and this vibration is taken by the wall of this jar. Okay, that is the glass container, it is wall of the container, as well as this wall of the container also are set into motion, particles are set into motion, and then these particles are taken, that vibration is taken outside. Outside air also will start set into motion, and then we could perceive that sound. Now when you are creating a vacuum inside that bell jar, what will happen here, there is no medium inside, and if there is no medium inside, you have removed out the air, but the bell jar is there, but air is not there, and this air will not take any vibration. there will be no medium. So therefore medium is very necessary for the sound to propagate. Okay, so this is one experiment. There are some activities which you are going to perform. Okay, you will try it with your friends, or either try it with your siblings, your brother or sister. See here, you have to put your ear to a desk. Okay, and one side of the ear you can close it, put your ear to a desk, and the other side of the text you tell your friend or whoever is there with you to tap little slowly, not so hard or not so loudly. Slowly you have to tell him to tap, so you will hear that very clearly, because the one end of the table is being tapped very slowly, and but that tapping creates a sound vibration. Those particles which are there of the table, these particles will be set into motion, they will start vibrating. Okay, these particles will start vibrating, and this vibration will be carried out to the further particles, and the other side where your ears are, there you will hear it clearly. Okay, see here, this is another activity you are going to do, that is tie to glass. Glass means it should be of paper glass. You know, you have all these type of glasses at home, that is use and throw glasses. Okay, you have to tie those glasses. Inside you make a hole and then put a string. That string should not have knot in between. Okay, you have to put a string there, and then one end of the glass you have to speak, and tell your friend to go very far to hold the other end of the glass to his ears, and you speak very softly in it. You will find that your sound is created. You're producing the sound, and your sound is propagated. It is traveled to the string, and then it could be heard. If string is having knot in between, then sound will stop there itself. It will not get traveled, because it is getting a disturbance in between. Okay, so this is one more experiment to show that sound requires a medium to propagate. See here, the same experiment, you can tell two more friends to come and go the other side, but they have to touch that wire where you are talking, so that your both the friends also could hear you what you are speaking, but it should be very slow sound. What happens here, your sound, because of your sound, the walls of that glass vibrates. Okay, the molecules which are there on the glass, they vibrates. That is the air column also inside the glass, as well as the particles of the glass, and this vibration is carried by the particles of the string. Okay, and then you could hear this sound. See here, this one more experiment. You have to struck an hanger, just have to keep it hangers one end. That hanger should be of either steel hanger. It will make good sound, and just stuck on it a spoon, and hear the sound, it will keep on ringing. One more activity, you have to tie a spoon with the help of a thread or a woolen thread, and both the ends of the woolen thread, you have to take it to your ears as the stethoscope of a doctor. You know that how the stethoscope of the doctor, same way it works. And then tell one more friend, or either your parents or whoever is there close to you, to struck that spoon which is hanging with another spoon very slowly. That sound of the spoon, the vibration of the spoon which is been hanging, that vibration will be carried on to your ears. You have to try this experiment. Okay, sound not only travels to air, but sound can travel to water also. Okay, so sound travels faster when any of the thing is there inside the water. So you can do this experiment also at home. You can take a dish, that is a plate, steel plate, and a spoon and a bucket full of water, and stuck it inside, no, keep on stucking it inside the water. Okay, and then get the sound through your, you will find the sound travels faster than in water. Sound travels faster in water than in air. So you will receive that sound more, that is easily, in water than through air. Okay, so here we are ending about our propagation of sound, that is production of sound. Sound is produced, and when it is produced, vibration is created into the atmosphere, and this vibration helps the particle to vibrate. Which particles? The atmosphere particles. And then this vibration is carried to our ears. So you will do the perform the activities and get yourself the experience. Okay, take care.